Let's be real. If you clicked on this video, you might be feeling like last year didn't exactly go according to plan. Maybe you started off motivated, but somehow ended up binge-watching shows when you were supposed to be writing essays. Or maybe your planner looked beautiful for the first week of the semester, and after that it just collected dust on your desk. Listen, life happens. Whether it was procrastination, burnout, or things outside your control, we all have moments when things don't go the way we hoped. But here's the good news. This year is a blank slate, and it's the perfect time to stage your academic comeback. Let's dive in. First things first, reflection. You can't move forward unless you figure out what held you back. So take a moment and think about what went wrong last year. Were you glued to your phone when you should have been studying? Did you let assignments pile up until the sheer size of the workload made you feel like giving up? Maybe it wasn't even academic stuff. Life stress, mental health, family responsibilities. They can all take a toll on your performance. Be brutally honest with yourself, but also be kind. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about learning from your mistakes so you don't repeat them. Okay, so you've done some reflecting, now what? The next step is setting goals. And not just any goals, realistic, specific goals. Saying, I want to do better this semester. Sounds nice, but it's too vague to be useful. You need something you can measure. Instead, try something like, I want to raise my math grade from a C to a B by the end of the semester. See the difference? One is a wish, the other is a plan. And while we're on the subject of goals, don't forget to break them down into smaller steps. Saying, I want to read all my assigned chapters on time is great, but let's face it, when you're staring at a 400-page textbook, that goal might feel overwhelming. Instead, break it down. I'll read 10 pages every day. That way it's manageable and you're less likely to quit halfway through. Now let's talk organization. I know it's not the most exciting topic, but it's crucial. A lot of academic struggles aren't about intelligence or effort, they're about staying organized. If you're constantly forgetting deadlines or losing track of assignments, you're going to struggle no matter how hard you try. Find a system that works for you. Whether it's a planner, a to-do list app, or sticky notes plastered all over your wall, just make sure it helps you keep track of what needs to get done and when. Personally, I tried using sticky notes once, and my room ended up looking like a detective's murder investigation board. Not the vibe I was going for, but hey, if it works for you, go for it. Now let's get into something we don't talk about enough. Your study environment. Picture this. You're trying to focus, but your phone keeps buzzing. Your sibling is blasting music in the next room, and there's a pile of laundry in the corner calling your name. Sound familiar? The truth is, your environment matters. A cluttered or noisy space makes it harder to focus. So do what you can to create a clean, quiet space for studying. If your house is chaotic, head to the library or a quiet cafe. And for those who live in constant noise, invest in noise-cancelling headphones. Seriously, they can change your life. Another thing that can help, studying smarter, not harder. And no, that's not just something people say to sound cool. It's real. There are so many scientifically proven study techniques out there, like active recall and spaced repetition. These methods actually help you retain information better than cramming. So instead of pulling all-nighters fueled by caffeine and panic, try studying in shorter, more focused sessions spread over several days. Trust me, your brain and your grades will thank you. Alright, quick pause for a reality check. You're not going to get through this comeback journey alone, and that's okay. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a smart strategy. If you don't understand something, talk to your professor, join a study group, or find a tutor. You'd be surprised how willing people are to help if you just ask. And hey, worst case scenario, you'll make a friend, or at least someone you can awkwardly nod at in the hallway. Now let's talk about routines. Yeah, I know routines sound boring, but hear me out. Having a consistent daily routine creates structure in your life, and that structure makes it easier to get things done. Start by setting a regular wake-up and sleep time. Then block out specific times for studying, exercise, and relaxation. Pro tip, don't forget to schedule breaks. You're not a robot. If you try to work non-stop, you're going to burn out faster than a cheap candle. Speaking of burnout, let's not ignore the importance of self-care. You can't make an academic comeback if you're running on empty. Make sure you're eating well, getting enough sleep, and doing things that make you happy. Whether it's watching your favorite show, hanging out with friends, or just taking a walk, those little moments of joy keep you going when things get tough. Finally, let's talk mindset. This might be the most important piece of the puzzle. You need to believe that you can improve. Seriously, if you walk around thinking, "I'm never going to get better," that negativity becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But if you adopt a growth mindset, the belief that you can develop your abilities with effort, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. And remember, progress isn't always linear. There will be days when you feel like you're crushing it, and days when you feel like you're barely hanging on. That's normal. The key is to keep going even when it's hard. Before we wrap up, here's one last tip. Find a way to stay accountable. It could be telling a friend about your goals or keeping a habit tracker. Whatever works for you, use it. And don't forget to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Did you finish an assignment early? Great. Treat yourself to something you enjoy. These little victories keep you motivated. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope these tips help you on your academic comeback journey. Remember, every step you take toward improvement counts, no matter how small. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone else who might be struggling academically. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Here's to making 2025 your best academic year yet.